The King of the South just hit rock bottom, and this time it wasn't over music, money, or a rap battle. It was over his own blood. T.I., the man who built his empire brick by lyrical brick, has reached his breaking point. His son, King Harris, has officially taken family drama and turned it into a headline that even TMZ couldn't exaggerate better. It's the kind of chaos that makes the Kardashians look like a church choir. One minute, King's flexing money and street talk on live. The next, T.I.'s looking like he aged 10 years in a single scroll. The clips are brutal, the comments are savage, and the fans, they're watching this meltdown unfold like it's the season finale of The Family Hustle. Apocalypse Edition. Sources say T.I. snapped behind the scenes, realizing fame raised his son more than he did. The rapper who tamed the streets of Atlanta is now losing the only battle that ever mattered, the one inside his own home. And just when you thought the story couldn't get darker, the truth hit harder than a diss track. King's chaos didn't just test T.I.'s patience, it might have broken it for good. The story starts like every modern tragedy, with a phone, a live stream, and an ego gone rogue. King Harris, the son of T.I. and Tiny, decided one random night that the internet needed a front row seat to his rebellion. No filters, no boundaries, just pure chaos. He went live talking slick, flexing cash, and acting like the cameras were his courtroom. "Y'all don't know me," he said. "I've been through real stuff." That was all it took. Within seconds, the internet transformed into a jury of millions. People started laughing, quote tweeting, and roasting him like a family barbecue gone wrong. "Bro, your biggest struggle was losing the remote," one user wrote. "You grew up with private chefs, not prison walls." The memes flooded timelines faster than a 50-cent clapback, but underneath the jokes was something uglier. A brewing war between generations. Fans weren't just clowning King. They were questioning how someone born in privilege could sound so desperate to suffer. The phrase "rich kid syndrome" started trending. And at the center of it all stood T.I., the father, the mentor, the man who once preached discipline like gospel. T.I. had spent years crafting his image as both rapper and philosopher. He was hip-hop's dad figure, the Southern storyteller who mixed wisdom with wordplay. But all that wisdom meant nothing now, because no rhyme, no verse, no lecture could reach a son who'd traded legacy for likes. Insiders say T.I. saw the live in real time and nearly lost it. He wasn't angry at the internet, he was angry at himself. "How did I let it get this far?" he reportedly told a friend. The answer, though, was staring him right in the face. Fame raised King faster than he ever could back in the day. T.I. and Tiny's family hustle made them look like the hip-hop Brady Bunch, a tight-knit unit balancing fame, family, and fortune. Fans adored the wholesome energy, the lessons, the laughter. But behind the scenes, that reality show became a breeding ground for expectation. King grew up on camera performing innocence before he even understood rebellion. By the time he hit his teenage years, the line between real and reality TV had blurred. And when the cameras turned off, the pressure didn't. King didn't want to be T.I.'s son, he wanted to be his own man. But the problem with fame-born kids is they inherit the spotlight before they earn the hustle. So instead of fighting for greatness, King started fighting for validation. Every viral post became a performance, every outburst a headline. T.I. tried to stay calm at first. In interviews, he'd smile and say things like, "He's young, he'll figure it out." But deep down, that smile was cracking. He wasn't watching a phase, he was watching a downfall. And the internet, being the ruthless beast it is, turned it into a circus. One fan commented, "T.I. raised a rapper. Not a rebel, now he got both." Another joked, "He wanted a king, but got a court jester." The humor was sharp, but the pain was sharper, because every joke chipped away at T.I.'s reputation as a father who had it all under control. And then came the breaking point. A leaked clip surfaced from a backstage event where T.I. and King were caught arguing in front of security. King's voice was loud, defiant. "You can't tell me what to do, I'm grown," he yelled. T.I. fired back. "You've not grown till you can pay the price for your decisions." The video hit the internet like a nuclear bomb. Overnight, hashtag King Harris trended at #1, while hashtag Pray for T trended right below it. The public didn't see a parent-son argument, they saw a dynasty fracturing in real dash time by the next morning. Every blog had a headline. Hollywood Unlocked, T.I. snaps on his son over public disrespect. The Shade Room, T.I. and King Harris. Heated exchange goes viral. Fans concerned for the family. Kevin TMZ couldn't resist the drama. Writing, King Harris declares independence from his famous father. But at what cost? The reactions were wild. Some fans blamed T.I. for being too strict, too controlling. Others said King was a spoiled kid, desperate for chaos. But everyone agreed on one thing. This wasn't entertainment anymore. It was emotional warfare in front of millions. And as for T.I., his silence said it all. Days passed, but the storm refused to settle. King, instead of apologizing, decided to escalate. He went live again, doubling down on his claims that he grew up rough. His tone was confident, but his logic was shaky at best. "Man, people don't know what I've been through," he said. "Y'all think money fix everything?" Nah, the internet collectively gasped. Rough. One commenter said, "Sir, your struggle was deciding between Fiji or water." It was savage. The memes were merciless. Photos of King's childhood mansion circulated online with captions like, "The hood he survived." Another meme showed T.I. holding a belt like it was a microphone, with the words, "Next verse, discipline." But while social media laughed, insiders said T.I. wasn't laughing at all. He was devastated. One source close to the family told reporters, T.I. broke down. "He's embarrassed, he's heartbroken, he feels like he failed." Those words hit harder than any diss track ever could. Tiny tried to hold the family together, posting a vague quote about patience and prayer, but fans saw through it. "Sis, your house on fire," one comment said. "Prayer ain't enough." It was cruel. But this was the internet. Empathy has a short attention span. Meanwhile, the blogs started digging deeper. Old clips resurfaced of T.I. talking about raising his sons the right way. Those same clips became ironic soundtracks to King's meltdown videos. It was poetic disaster. The father who preached structure now had a child starring in chaos. Celebrities started chiming in. Boosie commented under a post, "That's why I keep my kids off live." Rick Ross dropped a cryptic message. "The hardest wars happen at home." Even 50 Cent couldn't resist, posting a photo of T.I. with the caption, "At least he ain't my kid." The internet ate it up. T.I. stayed quiet until he couldn't. During a recent podcast interview, he was asked about King's behavior. His response was calm, but the emotion was visible. "I love my son," he said. "But sometimes you gotta let life teach what you can't." His voice cracked slightly on that last line. That's when fans realized this wasn't just frustration, which grief. People forget that fame doesn't erase fatherhood. T.I. wasn't just protecting his image. He was watching his son destroy his own. The man who once bragged about turning street pain into success was now watching that cycle repeat in reverse. And the irony didn't end there. King's struggle talk started catching up to him in the worst way possible. Street dudes started calling him out online. "He ain't from that," one said in a viral video. "He from gated community energy." Others mocked him for fake toughness. The same streets he tried to impress were clowning him for pretending to belong. The internet crowned King the Prince of Privilege. Every attempt to look real made him look ridiculous. Meanwhile, T.I. became the face of a father's worst nightmare, watching your child confuse rebellion with identity. The emotional toll hit hard. At a recent charity event, T.I. was seen looking distant, quieter, his smile forced. When someone mentioned King, witnesses said he sighed and changed the subject. That sigh went viral, literally. Blogs titled it "The Sigh Heard Around the World." Fans reposted it with captions like, "You can tell that man tired." It became a meme. But beneath the humor was empathy. T.I.'s image as the unbreakable hustler had cracked. For the first time, fans saw him not as a rap icon, but as a dad-hurting human. Helpless. Weeks later, things only got worse. King dropped a new track where he threw subliminal shots at fake guidance and parents who don't understand real struggle. The internet lit up instantly. He dissing his own dad now? One tweet said, "This boy writing verses like he paying rent in pain." The song was raw, loud, and messy, a lyrical tantrum that screamed rebellion louder than talent. I didn't respond publicly. But insiders said he was furious. He reportedly told friends he was done defending nonsense. The tension was spilling offline. And it wasn't just gossip anymore. It was heartbreak in motion. Then came the emotional climax. T.I. was spotted leaving a restaurant alone. Visibly distraught, phone in hand, eyes low. Fans caught photos and the internet froze. "He looks broken," one person wrote. "That's not the man we grew up watching." The picture went viral within minutes. It wasn't a celebrity moment, it was a human collapse. Tiny tried to step in again, encouraging both to reconcile. But pride runs deeper than blood when fame's involved. Both father and son went silent on social media. But everyone could feel it. That silence wasn't peace. It was exhaustion. Weeks later, T.I. finally broke his silence in another podcast. "You can't control how your kids turn out," he said softly. "You just hope they come back home once they realize the truth." That sentence hit the internet like a prayer. Fans flooded comment sections with sympathy. "He's speaking from pain," one user wrote. "You can hear the heartbreak in every word." King, ever unpredictable, posted a photo soon after, just him staring into the distance, captioned, "I'm good." The internet didn't believe him. The smile was gone. The defiance looked forced. Fame had given him everything except peace. For T.I., the damage was irreversible. The same cameras that once made his family famous had now filmed its fall. The same fans who cheered for his success were now dissecting his downfall. The tragedy is simple, but devastating. T.I. spent years building an empire to protect his children from the pain he endured. But in the process, he gave them so much comfort they forgot what struggle was, and they went looking for it in all the wrong places. And now, the man once called the King of the South is facing a truth no crown can shield him from. You can conquer the world, but not your own child's chaos. And that's where we are. A father's pride shattered, a son's rebellion gone viral, and a family built on fame fighting battles that money can't fix. T.I. has faced enemies, critics, scandals, and setbacks. But this is different. This is personal. This is pain that no Grammy, no mansion, no apology can undo. King Harris turned his last name into a trending topic, but at what cost? The world's watching a dynasty fall apart one post at a time. And somewhere behind all that noise, a father's just trying to figure out where he went wrong. So tell me, is this just another celebrity phase? Or is King Harris chaos the real end of the Harris legacy? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is too wild to end quietly. Smash that like button like you're trying to knock sense into this family. Subscribe before the next meltdown hits, because here on Expose Express, the truth doesn't sleep, it trends. Tomorrow, someone else will break down, another secret will leak, and another perfect life will crumble under the spotlight. And when it does, you know exactly where to find it, right here, where scandal meets storytelling, and fame burns brighter than forgiveness. This is Expose Express, where the lights never dim and the drama never dies.